It's September 9th, 2015. Queen Elizabeth II has just become the longest reigning monarch in English history, and the iPhone 6s was just announced by Apple. Fast forward to the 25th, and the 6s has been made available for purchase in stores to mass sellouts worldwide, bringing great features like 3D touch, live photos, 4K video recording, Hey Siri without being plugged in, and Retina flash, and going on to eventually sell 174.1 million units. Yet despite its great success, it is possibly one of the most underrated iPhones ever. Sure, it wasn't much over the revolutionary iPhone 6, and not controversial like the iPhone 7, but I still think it lacks the credit it deserves. Hello, this is Xavier from Hutchinson 16 Productions, and this is how the iPhone 6s is possibly, not necessarily, the most underrated iPhone ever. Now, the iPhone 6s, it's not really the most exciting iPhone ever, nor the most thought of, nor the best looking. That definitely has to go to the iPhone 5 family. But it was undoubtedly a good phone. Really what the 6 should have been. And that's exactly what the iPhone 6s is. What the iPhone 6 should have been. Nothing more, nothing less. And, as a result, it has mostly been forgotten and ignored by most vaguely Apple-oriented people, but I think it deserves better. This is my iPhone 6s, and honestly, it's an amazing phone when you think about it, with decent looks, usable performance, safe software, and a surprisingly good battery. I dug mine out the other day. It hadn't been charged since 2023, plugged in, and straight away came up with a charging symbol. You just don't get that on new phones. But what exactly makes this phone so underrated? I mean, it's currently the longest supported smartphone ever, with 7 years of major updates and still getting security updates even 10 years later, on a software version that somehow manages to run fine on it and fit in with most software version requirements for apps. So what exactly is underrated about it? Well, nobody's really interested in it. The iPhone 6 was too big of an upgrade, albeit with its issues, and the iPhone 7 overshadowed the 6 due to its controversial design. I'm looking at you, headphone jack. Yeah, you. There's always room for a jack. Including on the Titanic. And then, of course, the iPhone X came out in 2017, and pretty much every iPhone beforehand was completely forgotten next to that, including the iPhone 8, probably also tied with the iPhone 6 as the most underrated phone. But I can't currently make a video on that unless I nick my mate's phone. Somehow I don't think he would like that. Anyway, as I was saying, if you use the 6S, people undoubtedly mistake it for a standard 6, and the 6S was never quite as popular among people as both the 6 and the 7, despite being in quite a few ways the best out of the three, with its headphone jack, looking at your iPhone 7, nice design, good camera, premium feel, and insanely good architecture. I like to see your Samsung still supported and widely used 10 years from its launch. Coupled with a proper vibrator, 3D touch screen, which is kind of useless, but that doesn't matter, 4G, and a relatively good size and weight, making it the best, least popular iPhone ever. After the iPhone 8, that was just brutally screwed over. The poor thing did not deserve that. Oh, wow. So, the iPhone 6s, is it a good phone? Yes, there is no questioning that. But is it underrated? Again, yes, definitely. And definitely the most underrated phone I have. But is it the most underrated iPhone? Probably not the most. That may go to the iPhone 8 or the SE first gen. But it's definitely up there, just after those two. Gosh, I feel sorry for the iPhone 8. That poor thing. Anyways, thanks for watching a short video, and that ended up going absolutely nowhere, and I hope you enjoy it. I will see you in the next one, where I may or may not see how usable the iPhone 6s is in 2025. Not sure how I'll see you in the next one, seeing as I'm currently recording this in the past, well, in the present for me, but it's in the past for you, and you're watching it in the present through a screen, and oh, never mind, you don't hear that. Goodbye.